Prominent Nigerians who attended the book launch took turn to demand for a restructuring of the country as recommended in the report of the 2014 National Conference. They are unanimous that Nigeria must revisit the report of the conference in order to make meaningful progress as a nation. Leader of the Pan-Yoruba Sociocultural Group Afenifere, Ayo Adebanjo, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State Kofuworola Bucknor Akerele, former presidential candidate Professor Pat Utomi, a professor of biology Anya Oko Anya, and former External Affairs Minister Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, among others, agreed that the report of the conference contains solutions to Nigeria's challenges.
Right now, this constitution must be changed to federalism in accordance to 2014 National Conference. Now, you make the proposition which I've already been saying. Don't waste our money again by setting up any other conference. Take that report, take a refined report, set up a committee to reconcile, and we go where we are going. Any other thing is pretense.
Part of the challenge of Nigeria is that the elders keep quiet. What are they afraid of? But we are fortunate in elders like Pa Ike Clark and Pa Ayo Adebanjo. And if Nigeria is going to make progress, we probably do need federalism.
As you have heard testimonies of his battles at the 2014 Constitutional Conference, unfortunately, the resolutions of that conference have not been implemented to date. But prophetically, we've heard that someday Nigeria will revisit those resolutions.
There were over 600 decisions, over 600. And every single one enjoyed the support of more than 70% of those attending.
Unknown to so many people, Chief Edwin Clark was the brain behind the National Conference. If those decisions have been adopted, Nigeria will not be where it is today.
He has brought us together in the hope that this country will be restructured. He has always spoken about the present constitution, that it is not our constitution, it is a military constitution. And therefore, he's always wanted restructuring.
What struck me by the second week of that conference was that the chief was never late. Never. He was always there. One of the four, he was never late.
In his reaction, author of the book, Chief Edwin Clark, expressed desires for an egalitarian society where every Nigerian can aspire to any position in the country without let or hindrances. Chief Ike Clark highlighted some points from the book when he shared some stories about his role in the 2014 conference, which he believes is a compass Nigeria needs to navigate into the future.
We want a restructuring of this country. And this you will see in my book. I've spoken so much about restructuring. The former president of the country said once that corruption must be killed, otherwise corruption will kill Nigeria. That's what President Buhari said. Then I said, we must restructure Nigeria. Without any restructuring, there will be no Nigeria. And I think everybody in Nigeria believes today that restructuring is the order of the day. It has been accepted by everybody.
The book, which is titled Brutally Frank, is an autobiography of the Nigerian nationalist, Ijaw leader and politician Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark. Brutally Frank tells the story of Chief Clark's life as a frontline advocate of truth, fairness, justice and equity in Nigeria. The book is written in simple language and chronicles Clark's life from his forebears to his present. However, it is more than just the story of a man's life. It also interacts with the stories of the Ijaw nation, the Urhobos, and the entire Niger Delta on one hand, and the Nigerian nation on the other hand. Brutally Frank also highlights the history of the Nigerian nation and the vital events that contributed to his current outlook. Opa Adeoye, Arise News, Lagos.